People will always need a place to live.
Yes, I like that.
Circumstances are always going to happen. Divorce, marriage, having children, children moving out. Life changes are not going to stop just because the market took a turn. So, do I think my business is in jeopardy? No. Do I think that my business might slow down a little bit? Absolutely. But
and I like how you pointed out, different seasons call for different commitments.
right.
And recognizing the needs within that season and the lifetime of that need is important, right? Now we're coming up into the summer season in one of the busiest, craziest real estate markets ever in history, right? And recognizing that, like you talked about it, it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And getting into that action, being able to give our full attention to that and serve people to the best of our abilities while the getting's good, right? Because we're in 2021, depending when you're watching this, right? But we're talking about market predictions and the possibility of a market downturn or a market crash towards the third, possibly fourth quarter of this year, right? No one really knows.
Right.
But the point of that is, as a real estate individual, professional, you need to make sure that you're hunkering down and you're preparing for the season to come.
For sure.
Right? Because once the market turns, at least on the retail side, that well might dry up.
For sure.
Right? You got to have some cash reserves. You got to have some investments so that you can sustain through that season.
For sure.
Luckily, in wholesale real estate, our business should thrive. Right? Typically in a market downturn, you see more opportunities where you can step in and help distressed homeowners. So it's one of those models where it works, right? We have both sites on different sides of the sector when it comes to real estate. So a big goal of ours also is to get Lisa a little bit more involved on the back end systems with us, right? Because she's much more organized. She understands spreadsheets, Excel, all that type of stuff. So putting her in a role where she can really craft out the dispositions and transaction coordinator part of the business is a huge gap that we currently have, and we're in the process of trying to roll that out. So let's talk about playing off of those skill sets and the value that you bring to our side of the business on the back end.
For sure. So going back just a little bit, yes, I agree on the downturn of the market. It's going to happen. We're in an insanely crazy market season, and it's only going to get crazier as spring and summer are approaching. What comes up is going to come down. Now, it doesn't mean that mine's going to stop. It probably does mean it's going to slow down, but it just means that I keep doing what I'm doing and I'm adding value to those that need it. People will always need a place to live.
Yes, I like that.
Circumstances are always going to happen. Divorce, marriage, having children, children moving out. Life changes are not going to stop just because the market took a turn. So, do I think my business is in jeopardy? No. Do I think that my business might slow down a little bit? Absolutely. But that's my little take on the market. Now, how you're exactly right. We're a lot alike in leadership position, but we're also very different, as in, I like to plan things. I like to know what's coming. You're fly by the seat of your pants. And I'm like, wait, what? So while he's off videoing things in left field, I'm over here making sure that business is staying running. And flips are, on time or wherever we're needing to be due to our timeline. What that looks like as far as he's asked me to start being the event planner. And I think that fits me perfectly because I do like to be organized. I do like planning. And I think it's fun. And he needs help.
Yes.
So here I am. So that's how I work a little bit more on your end. I also have more patience and time with training up people, such as a transaction coordinator that we have coming in. I don't necessarily enjoy those roles, but I can do them, and I can train someone how to do them. So that's about what it looks like on my end.
And that's a big part too, is being able to have different perspectives inside of your business that might see your blind spots, right? Like I'm so forward focused, right? My head's always in the cloud. I really am a true visionary, right? So I'm thinking, I'm projecting 2 years, 5 years, where are we going to be 10 years from now? You know, creating the systems and the processes and trying to build key people on the team. But when it comes to equipping every single one of these seats and then continually managing them throughout the day and week process, that type of stuff gets me in the weeds, right? Plus, it makes me feel dead inside.
Yeah.
I'm a true creative at heart. I love creating systems. I love creating processes, and I love building teams and building up people. But when it comes to managing a system that's already been put in place, those things, like it strangles me, right? It chokes out that creative side where I can be projecting forward, right? Trying to put new things together. We always have this running joke, you know, it's like, while my wife's back there in the trenches manning the day-to-day tasks, here I am, you know, with my phone and my camera shooting all this content and videos and stuff. And I mean, it really is kind of funny. But it's part of it's true. But everything that I do with that has a place and a purpose.
No, for sure. I think in a nutshell, in layman's terms, what it is you're just simply not a detail person. It drives you crazy about those small little details of everyday life or business. And that's where I come into play, because I don't mind doing them, because I know they're necessary to keep everything in a running order. And to make sure that we all stay sane and healthy and safe.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.